Hey, Matt. And everyone else. Hi, guys. Can you guys hear it now? Always so quick to dismiss my woes. Sorry. I actually don't even know why that was different, other than I was just changing things for the course I've been recording, so I had some change settings. But they shouldn't be too changed. So music is good now, you can hear it? Yes. Hello, Yanis, welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Sorry, Matt, I'm just so used to your woes, you know? I am pretty quick to dismiss yours specifically. Because I know you come in before and said that you didn't hear any music or something, and then you're like, oh, I didn't turn up my volume or something. I'm usually like, if I don't change anything on my end, then I'm usually like, I kind of just assume that it's someone else's issue. Because it usually is. Can't wait to copyright claim it later. This sudden music jump scared me. Sorry. Anyway. Allergies are crazy today. Okay. What do you guys want to do today? I have 20 things open. Let me show you what I did last night, or what I've done over the weekend for everyone who didn't get to see, or who isn't part of the dedicated testing team. I also thought it was my volume at first. Checked all my settings too. Next time I'll just do it, Matt, and instantly blame you. Yeah, see, Matt also instantly blamed me. Unless he checked his settings first too. He might have. Anyway, my fault. Hey, what's up, Soupy? Welcome in. Okay, this is working again. So, let me show you guys what I did last night, and then I'll talk about the weapon stat stuff while more people kind of shuffle in. What's my game about? It's called Swords and Magic and stuff. So it's pretty much about swords and magic and stuff. It's a casual cooperative open world RPG where you kind of choose your own adventure and explore a large open world packed with all kinds of secrets and content and stuff. You can build houses and decorate them. You can craft things. You can cook. You can go fishing. It's basically everything you'd expect like an RPG to have, and then also is 16 players. It's multiplayer. You can fight crabs. Get wrecked, crab. You can sleep in beds. It's everything you wanted it to be, pretty much. Those are the two like major mechanics in the game: is fighting crabs and sleeping in beds. Now there's a lot. I'm very slow right now because I have a bunch of junk in my inventory because I've been testing things. So don't mind that. In fact, we can make it better. There. That's actual run speed. That's much better. You can break crates and pots. For some reason in the editor when I'm working lately, whenever I go to break a pot, okay, sometimes until I start talking about it, it like hangs for a split second, and I don't know what's going on with that lately. Pumpkin pot. Okay. Okay, so let me show you what I did. I did this. So if you guys remember correctly, when you're dual wielding, sometimes you can just like spam left and right click, and it gets like a little bit like you kind of like miss your first attack. Wait, what? I just fixed this last night. Why is this not working now? I literally fixed this last night, got it all working, and I was like, cool, this is perfect now. This is what I wanted. And then, hold on, I did change one thing, and I thought I fixed that already, but... Hold on. Maybe yeah. Someone's gonna satisfy their inner link with those pots. Yes. This game's already out, by the way. It's in early access. You can buy it right now. It's live on Steam. What's up, Isaac? And MTLL. Make a stats tree. There is one. It's just not implemented yet. It's not finished yet. I do find it odd that those features take up so much time. What features? We're working on Swords and Magic again. That's cool. Yep. Hate it when something persists. My notifications, subs, etc. don't have sound. Why do I have sound? Do I have notifications turned off? I'm looking. Looks like it's on to me. I don't know why it wouldn't be on. Try that. Try to do something now. I don't know. Give me some money or something. Just kidding. I don't know if I fixed it. I don't know. I didn't change anything to do with that, so I don't know why that wouldn't be working. I may have muted the feed. No, it's not muted. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the hey listen went through when you pinged me. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, Havard. I don't know how why that didn't go through. Maybe those just sounds are just quiet or something. I don't know. You thought my profile picture was an envelope? It does kind of look like an envelope, but yeah, it's a K. Yeah. And all the little things like sleeping in beds, cooking, getting a house, etc. Oh yeah, those take forever to make, all that stuff. So I was actually tweaking the music earlier. I'm trying to turn like my music down a little. I'll go a little more. And then I turned the volume up for everything else and music down. So hopefully, maybe that'll fix it. They seem so obvious or even mandatory, but they can take up so much time. Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, there's an ad break coming in about 2 minutes, just a heads up. For some reason, I only get alerted about the first ad break, so. Okay, so I did this, whoops. And I think this is why it stopped working, which is silly. There we go. Okay, that fixed it. Okay, so a minute ago you just saw how I could click once and then click the other hand and it would like override it. And now I can't do that. Now I just like left click and right click real fast and it makes me finish that first attack first. So it does cue the attacks more appropriately. And now you can't miss attacks. Like you can get the timing off a little bit, so you kind of get like that little wait between attacks. But now you can attack like incredibly fast and you never have an issue where you're like overriding your first attack. So I watched someone stream the other day and they had it was actually Aquatic Tiger, and she was actually using an auto clicker with a specific timing based on our attack speed, because if you go too fast then you override your first attack, like you cancel it, you animation cancel kind of, and then you don't do the damage with your first attack. And I was like, that's annoying. Like I know, like it's annoying you have to use an auto clicker just to get that timing right. And I was like, there should be a way around that. So I fixed it, and now it's frozen. I don't know why it's frozen. It just does it sometimes. Does anybody know how Steam Deck performance is in 2024? I only found discussions for late 2022, 2023. And the more I watch the dev streams, the more I want to try the game. It looks great. Steam Deck performance should be better. We just had a performance kind of overhaul recently. But I cannot make any promises that it's going to be like perfect. And obviously I'm a little bit biased. So if anyone else in chat uses a Steam Deck, I'd also be interested in hearing what you have to say. So the next thing I did, we got that working. We also have stabs back to normal, or pretty close to normal anyway. Tell me if that's fast enough. I'm getting that hanging again. It just happens. Stabs are a little bit faster though. There's a weird, like, you like skip the last hit and go right back into the next one. I think we need to fix that a little bit. I'm guessing it's that last hit. Try that. I didn't mean to like be tweaking this today because I thought it was good last night, but and now we're finding more bugs, so yeah, that's better. Cool. That's a lot faster than it was before. I like the stat speed, but agree it should focus on casting. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking is maybe we just I think we should slow it down way more. And then, like, I'm gonna wait until we do like the damage overhaul because we're about to do a big damage rebalance. Because with the stats and everything, everything's gonna get really easy suddenly, especially with like faster attack speeds and everything. So you guys are gonna be like just melting through enemies right now. But that's fine for now. Oh, really bad at dodging apparently. Just spoil those, huh? Oh, I missed the cast. Get wrecked. The Totem of Life is actually pretty handy. Stop new weapons and armor. There's not new weapons. New weapon stuff. Just like casting speeds and attack speeds and stuff. What else did I do last night? I also fixed, this is interesting. So if you guys remember, when you use axes, like let's equip an axe and a sword. When you use axes, you get this combo, right? We're also gonna we need to fix the damage output for that last attack. It should be more damage, and it's not right now, it's just the same. So you do this attack, right? And then you get the last like slash thing, which is cool. And then you get the same like kind of slash back and forth with swords. You don't get the last hit with the sword. You don't get the special attack. It's just kind of basic. But when you dual wield, it kind of like ticks between those combo hits, and it gets kind of like janky and weird, and people complained about that before. And while I liked it originally, the more I was kind of playing with it last night, the more I realized like maybe we don't do that. And so now what it does is it just alternates because it resets your combo. So when you're dual wielding, you can attack insanely fast, first of all. Oh, I'm getting canceling again. How am I canceling that? I don't know why that's canceling. Oh, you know why? Yeah, I know why. It's okay. So we have a global cooldown on attacks. So you can't attack again until the first attack has actually hit its like damage point. But the problem is it is a global cooldown. So if you are dual wielding, the first attack will cancel the... No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how that's happening. And now I can't get a trigger. Yeah, that dagger is like sometimes not connecting. When it does connect, it's insane though. Oh, it's not a dagger, it's a sword, but still. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's a little janky. I don't know how to fix that. Because yeah, the sword's definitely not connecting all the way through, and I don't know why. Particle effects on that green thing look really cool. Thanks. They're actually not particles. It's actually a static mesh that's like shaped kind of like it's like a cylinder, but it's like bowed out, right? Like this, and then it just scales out, which then like squishes it in like this because it scales. So it like does this thing. It looks cool. And the hitbox is really high, so you can't jump over it, I don't think. So we might want to change that. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, when you're dual wielding now, you don't get the combo anymore. So you just get the first attack. So you lose out on any combo damage that you might be doing. But like that makes sense to me for dual wielding. So when we actually rebalance the damage or the damage stuff, we're actually going to check to see if you have 2 weapons equipped. And if you do, then we're going to reduce the damage you do with dual wield because it's just really overpowered right now. So if people like attacking really fast, that's totally fine, but you're going to get reduced damage because of it. So you're going to be a little more balanced. And then 2-handed weapons will get a nice damage buff. So they'll be doing a lot more damage. And also one of these days, I'm actually going to open the other project where I have all these animations for the 2-handed stuff. And I'm going to put in the second, like a second combo attack because this thing swing over and over again is really annoying. Like it gets old fast. So we'll have at least like a back swing or something. And we might do like a third attack. I don't know. Anyway, on top of that, in case you guys didn't notice, these weapons also have some stats on them called enhancements. That's what that purple thing is right here above my head. Right there. Those are enhancements. So let's say we find let's just say like a deep iron sword drops, right? So first of all, that's not what that should look like. I need to fix something here. This is enhancements. I think I know why. I think it's supposed to... I think that's a bug. It's showing empty on flimsy weapons. Actually, hold on. Let's test one more thing before we go in and try to like fix it. Let's try to spawn a standard one. Let's see if the standard one shows correctly. No, also shows empty. We just had this working. So it's not that it's not working, it just shows empty enhancements, which is dumb. It shouldn't be showing that. What it should be showing is basically this, except the first one should say requires fine instead of +2 willpower. So there's 2 requirements you need for enhancements now. Enhancements happen when you enchant your weapon, or when you augment your weapon. And use an augment stone. Once you use the fine stone, you get enhancements on your weapon, and you'll unlock them at fine, excellent, and masterwork. But you also have to meet the like minimum level. So for example, let's augment the axe here because I don't meet the level for the axe. So now it shows enhancements requires fine, excellent, and masterwork. They're all locked. Enhancements are locked, and on all 3 of those are locked because I don't meet requirements. I don't meet the level requirements, so I don't get any enhancements. That's grayed out. It's locked. And then I don't meet the fine, excellent, or masterwork. Those are all locked too because I'm not high enough quality for the weapon. So let's increase the quality of the weapon. And now I've unlocked the first one, but I'm not high enough level, so even though I can see what it is, I don't get access to it. So if I equip it, I don't have that stat. So the stat was +1 aura. I don't have +1 aura on here. I just have my base 10, no +1s. So if I get higher level though, or let's unequip it and let's use the excellent stone on it and see what the next stat is we unlock. So there's crit chance, so aura and crit chance. Cool. So these kind of suck, right? Like I don't want aura on my axe probably because axes for hunters probably not super useful for aura. And then let's augment it one more time. You don't get another stat for legendary. Legendary right now doesn't really do anything other than just giving you more stuff. Okay, so 1 aura, 2 crit chance, and 1 vitality. Not too bad for a hunter. That's pretty good. So let's level up and get the right. Like let's level up our hunter. I don't know what level that is. Probably 25 or something, 26. We'll just go 30. Okay, so now I've unlocked all 3 of them. So, or I'm high enough level so I can use them all. It's level 25. And when I equip it, I can show my stats, and I have my vitality, my 1 aura, and my 2 crit chance. This says +7. This is not a bug. It's just like a misrepresentation of how crit chance works, but it is what it is. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, now I have those. So now here's the cool thing. Let's say I wanted to change those because I don't want my aura, that aura on there. I'm gonna try to get something else. Chances are I'm gonna get something worse than crit chance and vitality because that's a pretty good roll for that. But let's use this prismatic stone, and it gives you the same window except this is for enhancing, and it shows all your weapons here that are at least fine quality. And I can re-roll anything I want. So let's grab, oh, I can't do our axe because I just set up a new system where a new thing where it does not show equipped weapons. So we need to unequip it first. That's same for augmenting now. You can't augment a weapon. So like my axe, by using the legendary stone, it doesn't show up here. I did that just to prevent bugs because there's just like bound to be some weird bugs with like upgrading something and then having your stats show the old stats until you unequip and re-equip it. So I could force like an unequip and re-equip, which is what we were doing before, but I'd rather just it not be like upgradable while it's equipped. Just it makes sense to me. Anyway, so let's pick our axe. Aura, crit chance, vitality. I can enhance it, and now we have focus, haste, and carry capacity. So keep in mind carry capacity. Every time you get 1 point in carry capacity, you technically get 5. But since we're displaying it as 1-to-1, so if you have 10 carry capacity, you can hold 10 items in your inventory. I just decided to also display it like that in here, so it makes more sense because that's how it shows for backpacks too. Like, let's go back. You can see I have plus 30 carry capacity on Amara's quiver here. So yeah, we'll just leave it like that because it would be weird if it was like plus 5 or plus 6 carry capacity and then you got 30. So anyway, yeah, we equipped that and we have more carry capacity. We have all the stats. Neat. That's how it works. Kind of like the idea that stabs have long cast times for big spells, but wands have no cast time. Not sure how it would work out though. No, wands. So, okay, here's the benefit of wands. So let's equip a staff. Let's equip a wand. Keep in mind these are different. Like this one's level, let's see, 17, 21. Yeah, they're about the same. So I attack slower, right? Do 19 damage. Right now they're balanced about the same, but look how much faster I can attack with a wand. And the other thing is, when you attack with a magic weapon like this, since these are both druid weapons, you gain magic back. So let's cast this guy. I have some magic missing now. Right, so now when I attack with my wand, I can get my magic back pretty fast. See how fast I'm getting my magic back? And if I attack with my staff, it's quite a bit slower, so I don't get my magic back as fast. So that's kind of the benefit of wands right now. But also, spells or staves are about to get a big, either a damage boost or wands are going to get a damage reduction, one or the other, but they're going to be more balanced out. Because basically the point of wands is to get your magic back faster, or if you're using a chaos wand to get your health back faster. And then the staves will do big damage, so they'll be casting. They'll all cast the exact same speed, but wands will shoot faster when you're doing your basic attack. But the casting time is entirely based on your spellbook. Hang on, it's compiling shaders. There we go. I'm glad that doesn't happen in game. Oh my god. The curses are so rough. Your health just like disappears. Can I hide behind this guy? Even like after they're dead, like I'm just like slowly, like my health is just melting right now. We definitely need like an anti-curse, like trinket or something. Storm of Darkness. You only get stats when you upgrade it via augment. Spawning item lists empty. Yeah, I think if you open, hold on, this chest over here drops a bunch of swords for me for testing purposes. There we go. Okay, so this works. So it's only broken when you. So okay, so it's broken for flimsy weapons. When you pick up flimsy weapons, it doesn't. It shows incorrectly. No, it doesn't. Now it's right. Now it's showing right. What's the difference here? Why is this one not showing and this one is showing correctly? I don't know what's happening here. Whoops, I probably shouldn't have dropped all that stuff. I can't drop that. I don't know why that's not showing. Okay, and then let's reset that chest again, and now that we have like no weapons in our inventory, we'll test it again. Okay, that one's working, 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 that one's working. Okay, so maybe it was just swords I already had in my inventory and they just got a random order. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's working. Save and hydrate. I don't have any water. Hang on, I'll save. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna grab a drink. Go back. I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I left the PlayStation on. Jana and I finally set up our PlayStation again. We have a PlayStation 4 that we've had for like years, and we haven't used it in years. And so we turned on the other day because her and I have been wanting to play games together, and we can never do that because we play PC games, and Quinn wants to like play and crawl around, and he has a playpen downstairs, but we don't have PCs downstairs, obviously. And he won't let us like leave the playpen half the time. So we decided, well, why don't we just play games on our PlayStation, since we literally have one. So we started playing Enter the Gungeon together. So I was just talking to her about that. Fair stream, best stream. Isaac, you have a flipped, but yes. Wands are about basic attacks because you can attack really fast with them. You can still cast spells with them. So like, and there's certain spells that don't matter. Like, so I'm gonna guess that staves are probably gonna be about 20 to 30% more powerful than wands, like damage wise, because again, wands are mostly there just to like regain your magic and to do like quick damage. So it's like the daggers, right? It's like a dagger versus like a greatsword. That's kind of like what I'm getting at. So you do a bunch of damage with your staff, and because you have more damage, a higher base damage with your staff, when you cast a spell, you might do like, 150% of your base damage with that spell, which means you're automatically going to do a ton more damage with that spell than you would if you are casting it through a staff than if you cast it through a wand. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, okay, so yeah, we're pretty set up, other than the weird, like, I don't know what's with like the axe and the sword, like canceling each other out. I don't know. I'll have to look into that even further, I guess. I might have to do a like cooldown for each hand just to make sure for sure that you can't trigger the next hand again until it's done. But it should, I don't know, that should be working. I don't know what's going on with that. My lips are really chapped, and I'm sure it's because I am dehydrated. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what to work on today. I was thinking, I don't know. We really need to do the damage overhaul, but I don't think I want to do that yet. I think it'll be fine right now. What's up, Sasha? Good evening. Maybe this has been asked before, but do you work in an office sometimes, or is it always at home? For your streams? Yeah, I don't have the money for an office. I wish I did. Because sometimes being at home with two kids, like, you get interrupted a lot. So it would be nice if I like got up in the morning and, drove to like an office space somewhere and had like a dedicated space just for work. Because I also think that helps kind of get your head into like working. Whereas like my computer is a place where I watch YouTube and I play games and I also work. And so sometimes I sit down and I'm like, it's hard to like find which headspace you're supposed to be in. So it would be nice if I had like a computer in a specific location. Only for work. Maybe you could work on swords or magic and stuff. That's a good idea. But yeah, this game does not make enough money to pay our bills, let alone to pay for an office space somewhere. I wish it did. One of Jana and I's like bucket list things is like we really want to start a board game shop, like a physical board game shop in our town here. And so like that's something we're like looking into this year and like trying to plan out, because we want to like try to like dive into that next year in 2025. Might not happen. It's going to cost a lot of money up front, and we don't have a lot of money. We have like no money saved up right now because we kind of burnt through it to do swords and magic. So we're kind of just seeing what's possible. Anyway, yeah, so the next step is, now that we have like this working and I know like it's functional and working and everything, what I was kind of thinking is, this really isn't important right now, but the idea was armor. I was thinking we could give clothing armor stats by basically like installing sort of armor plates or armor padding or whatever to them. So could be kind of interesting if we had like armor plating or like heavy armor stuff that's just like all resilience. What was the other one? What else did we want to use? Hold on. Resilience for like warriors. And then maybe we do like I don't know, maybe we do like because like what's the benefit of not you like if you had like armor padding versus like armor plating? Could be kind of interesting if armor plating reduced your haste. So like you can use big heavy armor, but it like slows you down. And then you could just use like padding, armor padding, and that would be haste or resilience without haste removed. So it'd be less resilience, obviously. And then lastly, you could do maybe like I want to say like insignias or something would be kind of cool, like armor insignias for robes that would give you like aura. So you get like a little bit of resilience, but then you get aura on top of it. So there's like heavy armor, medium armor, and light armor. But I don't know if that doesn't. I don't know if that would be fair to have like aura, because you don't get I guess you could get vitality. Maybe that's it. Maybe they all give you vitality, and then heavy armor gives you resilience as well. Then like, what's the benefit of medium armor? Does it give you focus? The Albion approach. I think the Albion approaches make sense, right? Because it's like, yeah, I think it's just like a Trinity approach. Like we have heavy, medium, light. I think that makes perfect sense. Resilience, focus, aura. Focus is a good idea on medium armor because usually people who are using medium armor are DPS, right? You're not a tank, you're not a healer if you're doing DPS, or if you have medium armor, you're a rogue or a hunter basically, and that's what you want to be focusing on is focus. So like it makes sense that you have focus and resilience and vitality. Because you shouldn't be taking damage as a rogue, so resilience doesn't do any good for you. The vitality also is kind of like useless, but not useless. Like vitality is always good. Maybe we do resilience on all of them because that's like armor, right? It like even has a picture of a shield, so that's like armor. We do resilience on all of them, and then we need an icon for haste still. I don't like the potion being the haste icon. Defender, caster, striker. Yeah. Heavy plates, padding, and warding glyphs. So yeah, I like that. I was just thinking like what would you like actually stitch or whatever into robes to make them more powerful, and I guess like glyphs would be cool. That's what I was thinking, like insignias. And we can do that, I guess. I'm looking at armor plating icons so we have an idea of like what we could use. I think Elder Scrolls uses a similar system where you like make the armor. No, what is that? What is the game that does that? Is it Guild Wars? Yeah. Oh, it's just like a picture of like armor. It doesn't really look like anything. I think we'll just, okay. So should we do that? Do you guys like that idea? I think people have been asking for armor for a long time. Like I think we do it. And we could have like the plating and stuff drop from chests or crates or whatever we wanted to, like, and you would just like use it to, I don't know. Like I guess the interesting thing about it is like we could have like multiple tiers. Like maybe we have a different tier for every like ore and like cloth, right? And leather, I guess. Leather would be like the padding in the middle. Oh, we're on an ad break, sorry. But I'm gonna keep talking to Matt, I guess. What's up, Sky? I absolutely hate New World, so I'm not taking anything from New World. I did play New World until I realized that every single quest was just like a recolored mob in a different location with a different name. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, why would you make an MMO and then you just take all of the same mobs and just like put them in different locations and change the name of them? And now suddenly, oh yeah, it's a new quest. This is a new quest. Go kill 5, Wildthorn grizzlies. Oh, now you gotta go kill 8 Plain Strider grizzlies. I stole that from WoW on accident. I thought that was like the dumbest way to like handle MMO questing ever. So I gave up on that game like immediately. I play games for the PvE element, and I like leveling a lot in MMOs. And so if your leveling system is just killing the same mob in different locations with a different name, I'm not interested. Make them white polar bears. Okay, so like I can get behind that. Like World of Warcraft does do like recolored mobs in certain locations, right? But it's not like the same mob over and over and over again. And they're not like, I don't know, it just felt weird how they did it there. Shut up, Matt. It's you can do it in certain places. Like we did it, okay, so we did it with wolves by just making harder versions of them in different locations of the game. But in New World, they like literally, it's like you go do a quest and then you go back and you're like, cool, I did that quest, I killed those mobs, great. And you go back in and turn it in, you get another quest, and it's like the exact same quest for the exact same monsters in a different location. They're not even recolored, they're just like in a different location. I don't know, that just felt really dumb to me. It didn't feel like questing. It just felt like I was just getting like bounty quests or something, but like really like repetitive ones that just weren't even like, there's nothing fun about that. Quest doesn't matter for them. It's a PvP game designed disguised as an MMO. Yeah, agreed. I agree, and that's why I didn't like it. That's why I gave up on it. Not my kind of game. Yeah. But yeah, I think we do it differently. Like, I don't know. I honestly think we have enough unique content in our game that we could even use that same mechanic where we like recolor the mobs and call them a different name. Like, and we're doing that, right? Like we have, but they're mostly just different tiers, right? Like we have the baby boars, the elite boars, and the forest boars, and then we have regular boars, and then the regular wolves, and then the dire wolves. And they're different colors, and yeah, that's all they are, is just recolored. But like they're in different zones, and they're meant to just be like an upgrade. They're just like, I don't know. I think it's fine. What's up, Baba KFP? Babak FP? Can you think of SaaS business idea that I can build? I'm a web developer, maybe something that you need and are willing to pay for. I'm not willing to pay for anything right now because I'm completely broke. What does SaaS stand for again? I know I've heard it before, I just cannot think what it stands for. Software as a service. There's something that I would be willing, if let's say I hypothetically had the money, is there something I'd be willing to pay for as a software as a service business idea? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Everything I use is pretty much like, I really prefer buying software outright. I think everyone does. So I think software as a service in general is sort of like, more of this, like more subscription model garbage. Like everyone hates that. So personally, you're asking the wrong person, I think, because I'm going to tell you just to make software that people can purchase one time and be done with, and you'll have a lot happier customers, and then you can sell updates. I think that's a good way to do it. Games work like that too. A lot of people like games that you buy one time. That's how my game works, and then you sell DLC later down the road when you want to add to it. So you just sell the updates basically. I don't know. That's my opinion. I have a website that can do my job. I'm willing to pay 5% of the revenue from the job to the website. Implementing multiplayer, a lot of work when you've not really built the game for it from the beginning. Yes, a whole lot of work. Let me show you why. So let's actually, I don't actually have a great example now that I think about it. Let's use, no, fishing is not a good example. Let's see. Let's go look at like the bed, I guess. Maybe this, I don't remember what this looks like. No, the bed is all local. Yeah, I can't think of a good example. Okay, so, but let's just say you have like a box you want to break, okay? And you just build this game single player with single player in mind, and you just make it so when you hit the box, it breaks. But now in multiplayer, this box breaks for the player that hits it, but not the other player. And now let's say there's collisions on this box. So the server is sitting here standing on the box, the client comes over and breaks the box. Now the server is still floating on their box because their box exists still, and the client's box is missing, right? It's destroyed. So now you have to figure out, well, how am I going to do this? Because I have to make this work, like to be destroyed for both players. So then you have to go in, you have to build a function basically that runs it on the server, right? That tells it to destroy for all players. And so you basically, what you end up doing is you have this whole game built, and then everything you want to happen on this, or like run on both players now, or all your players now, you have to go back in and basically, like, all your code can stay there, but you have to restructure it. Like you're wrapping everything in multiplayer code. And it sounds like, oh, I'll just go in and like wrap everything up in multiplayer code, but it ends up being a lot more difficult than that. So if you build a game outright from the beginning with multiplayer in mind, and I'm not saying you can't do it, by the way, depending on like how much stuff you want to run on like on the server, like happening network stuff. But yeah, if you build everything from the beginning, like thinking about how you're going to structure that kind of stuff, then you just kind of, it's much easier. There actually are often times when I'm building a new feature. Sometimes I'll just build it first in single player if I'm not really sure how I want to build it. So I'll just build it without multiplayer in mind at all, and then I'll go back through and like kind of like patch it up to make it work with multiplayer. Like I just did that for the weapon stats things I was just showing off. So there, like, you can do it. But I would, like, if I built this whole game single player and then went back through and decided to add multiplayer to it, there's no way. Like, there's no way I could do it. I'd probably just give up and not do multiplayer, or I just rebuild the whole thing from scratch. Because there's just no way. It's a lot of work. But yeah, it doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just a lot of work. So what do we need to get Delver's Pass ready? AI, and quests, and resources. Should we just wait on armor? Like, it just feels like it's not really important right now. Like, it wouldn't be hard to implement. Like, the interesting thing is that we have a whole system around the like augmenting stuff and the prismatic stones and like loot can be dropped with like stats and stuff, and there's like 3 different stats on it and everything. So like building the armor system is like all of that stuff, except only like one aspect of it. So it's actually going to be a lot easier to build. The box has collision and physics. That would be tricky. Oh no, in our situation it wasn't tricky. When it gets destroyed, the collisions are removed. And then physics. So this is a static mesh sitting here. When the static mesh gets damaged, it just basically hides the static mesh, turns off the collisions for it, and then shows the destructible mesh, destroys the destructible, like applies an impulse, and then the collisions are just handled on that thing. So there's not actually there's actually no physics. It's just the destructible mesh, which I guess has physics, but yeah, it's not that difficult. It's mostly just like, actually I think it's multicast. I think we're doing it on multicast, or it's just running on both client and server. I can't remember. I don't remember how it works. I'm not going to look into it. Anyway, I don't know. We could go. We're doing it. All right. So we need 3 different. Let's do like, I don't want this to look like a shield, but I kind of want it to look like scales. Oh, I have to fix that. Can't see. So we'll just do, I guess we need to make one for every. Oh man, this is, it'll just be recolors, but still. Let's do. We need like rivets in it or something. I'm kind of rusty in Affinity right now because I upgraded to the new suite during the holidays. They had a really nice deal on it. Oops. So you could get all 3 of like the Affinity, like the whole Affinity suite for like a lot cheaper. So I did it, but now I'm rusty because it's like it's changed a lot. Trying to figure out how this should be shaped. I guess it doesn't matter that much. This is snapping to everything. Stop snapping. Looks so bad. I don't know what I'm doing. We just called, like, is that good enough? I don't know. Do we just call that? We just say that's good enough? You're asking if I have a specific demand in mind. AI generated game based on my prompt, assuming I am your investor. I would be okay if you develop parasite model that relies on an LLM. Baba, I would say if you're not a game developer, what do you like? You make software. Maybe you should be looking at your own needs. This is usually how like the best software comes out, right? Is that someone has a need that they need filled and they don't know how to fill it, so they build software to fill it. So if I were you, I would probably look at your own needs and try to build something around what you need. Or even outside of your so if all you do is software development, if you don't have no other like hobbies or whatever, then try to find something in the software niche. But yeah, so another nice thing is, like, let's say you like to rock climb on the side, as an example, because that's something I like to do. I haven't done in a long time, but like I used to like to do. So let's say you like to rock climb, so you can take that idea of like, oh yeah, I'm a rock climber, and then take your software, like find something that's like rock climbing related that you like is like needed, right? Find something that's needed in the rock climbing community, and then base your software on that. I hate this. I guess it doesn't need to be that complicated. It can be pretty simple. I'm overcomplicating it. I'm gonna do it like that. I think is that enough? Like, I don't know. Maybe it has like convert to donut. I don't know how to make this look like I want it to look. I'm trying to find references for like something that looks like this, and I just don't know what to do. Maybe we just do like a scale mail kind of deal. We just take this and we like. Good enough. There's iron. There's copper. Oh, I screwed this up. That's fine. I don't know. Do we want to do this? This is gonna, if we do this for every single tier, this is gonna get a little insane. Because that means even if we just add 1 to it, let's assume that like, we have like, we can't even do that. So let's just say copper is like the cheapest one, or like the worst one, right? So we do copper. And that's like plus 2 resilience, minus 1 or plus 1 vitality, I guess. I don't know. Do we want to do like minus 1? No, I don't think so. I think they all have resilience and they all just have an extra bonus stat. So it just depends on like what you want. Though it would be kind of nice if like there was this, like some drawbacks. Now it's fine. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, is just 1 for each tier. So is the intent to have a new equipment slot for under armor essentially? No, it'll work exactly like the augment stones do. Hi, Jana. So the plan is you would have this in your inventory, you would right click it, it would pop up and show you all your clothing, and you can just pick which one you want to like add it to, and they would just like upgrade it. Yeah, exactly, Matt. They're prismatic stones, by the way, but not shards, because prismatic shards are actually straight out of Stardew Valley. In fact, I didn't even see them anywhere else. Like, I don't like when you search for that, that's like the only thing that comes up is Stardew Valley. But yeah, they're like that, but they're not random, right? They work the exact same, they're just not random, and they just apply specific stats. So, and it'll tell you what they are, right? So like, yeah, it'll apply exactly what you put on there, which is why it's going to be based on crafting instead of just like random. So you'll craft them through blacksmithing and tailoring. So blacksmiths can make the armor ones, and then tailors can make the leather and the cloth ones. Your gifted sub was gone. Oh, Matt isn't not a sub either. So you probably didn't catch like anything I said through the ad. I was talking to you specifically through the ad a while back. Anyway, but no, this is tricky. So if we do if we have, let's just say we have iron, cobalt, Fey iron, and then whatever, I can't remember what we're putting in the new zone, whatever. But here's another thing, right? Like we have Fey iron, but we could also have the ancient honey, right? And we could also have deep iron, and we could also have copper, because there's like 2 in every zone. So if we did just iron, we could give the stats like +1 resilience and +1 vitality, +1 resilience. Actually, I guess we want to do, yeah, that'd be fine, I guess. +1 focus. And then for the robes, this is for like plate. And then this is medium, or like leather. And this is cloth. So +1 resilience again, I guess. And then willpower. I don't know, like that doesn't feel very good to me, because then they all have the same resilience. I feel like plate should have more resilience, but I guess like it's just the vitality you get. That's where the extra defense comes from. Maybe the first one has 0 resilience here and 2 here. Maybe that feels better. So plate has like a really good reason to go for plate, and then you just have this bonus stat as well. I understand that, like, I understand the reasoning of like logically it doesn't make sense that like armor should give you like more health. I get that. But it's a video game. So it's okay. Like if you look at like I guess like WoW considers it like magic. I don't know. I'm trying to find. So here's so we have this random helmet in WoW, right? It's a level 14 helmet. I mean, this one's pretty crazy, but it has intellect, stamina, critical strike, and strength on it, right? So like it has a whole bunch of stats right on it. But like, yeah, it's probably a magical helmet, but like even like the basic gear in WoW like has stats on it. It's just a video game. I don't think we need to justify it too much. Ad break. It's so dumb. I'm so sick of the ads on Twitch. I'm just over them. I should look up how much money I made on ads. It's just, I think I'd rather just have the pre-roll ads on, because then like the nice thing about pre-roll ads is that I don't get interrupted. You know what I mean? Like you might come, like someone might come into the stream and be like, oh, stupid ads, and they might click off, I guess. But like at least they only have to deal with pre-roll ads one time, and that's it. And they can watch the stream the rest of the time in peace. I just think I think that's just so much better. I don't know. It's just this like, and I'm like preaching to myself here. Like I just feel like whenever there's an ad, I just get fully interrupted and I have to like stop what I'm doing. I'm turning them off. I'm over them. Dashboard. Ads. Actually, your schedule. I don't know if you're on ads. If I turn off up to the ad incentive program, you can opt back into the ads incentive program anytime. Are you sure you want? I don't know. If I'm gonna use ads, then they give me two options to turn this off. This is dumb. Hang on, we're looking. I'm just looking stuff up. I'm trying to see how much money we actually make from ads, like in a month. So December 18th to January 16th. Let's just do December 1st to December 31st. So all of December, total revenue, ads is this pink one, but I can't see it. In ads, all of December, we made $4. And, well, showing, oh, that's, okay, no, oh, in January, we made $4 in ads. In December, we made 39 cents in ads. I sort of feel like I'm willing to spend $4 a month to get rid of these. Oh, what's up, Pumpkin Days? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? Sorry, I'm over here like I'm just frustrated with ads. I'm so sick of them. I'm turning it off, guys. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm just sick of it. It's not worth it. So if I opt out, that means we should only be running okay, hopefully that turns them off. If that doesn't turn them off, I'm gonna be mad because I don't know how to turn them off. I love that it's like 55% ad revenue split, and then I make $4 in a month of streaming. It's just so stupid. Like, even if it was like $34, I don't know if it'd be worth it still. Like, it's like I get interrupted every 10 minutes, and then I like look up and I'm like, oh, we're having an ad break, and I have to stop what I'm doing because I don't want to talk about these important like design decisions and stuff in the middle of it. It's just stupid. I'm sorry for Raiders. We're ranting about how stupid ads are. Yeah, Twitch ads. It's like I switched to the ad system because everyone was talking about how they like upped the ads thing and it's like way better now and like whatever. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I'll try it out. And I've tried it out for about a month and it's just like it's so annoying. Like I get the dumb pop up and it's like, oh, you're running an ad now, and I'm like, you didn't even give me a chance to wait because you can do that. Apparently you can you can delay an ad or whatever, but maybe it's just Streamlabs OBS that like doesn't tell me properly. I don't know. Sorry, I'll show the game. This is the game. It's Swords of Magic and stuff. This is a demo, like dev level. So it doesn't represent the full game. There is an actual like large open world game. It's a casual cooperative open world RPG. There's a full like inventory system, bunch of weapons and potions and gear and stuff. There's farming and cooking and crafting, and you can buy land and buy and build houses on it and decorate your houses however you want and stuff. Go on adventures. There's lots of secrets and quests and stuff. It's a fully multiplayer RPG. It's very casual, so it's not super hardcore. Yeah, and it's on Steam right now in early access. You can buy it now and play it today. It's called Swords and Magic and Stuff. And Matt just linked to Steam. It's cool. You can have a mustache and play as a fawn with horns. You can cast spells that hopefully, yeah, worked that time. Anyway, yeah, we're working on an armor system today. A lot of people complain there's no armor in the game because all of our clothing is cosmetic. So you can take it off, put it on, it doesn't like affect you. Sorry about the debug lines and junk. But yeah, you can have armor, but it doesn't like affect your stats in any way, so that you can just wear what you want to wear. Oh, I died. I almost died again. So yeah, and there's a whole bunch of items in the game. Like, here's all the collections. So here's all the outfits in the game. They're obviously all just like generic, and you don't know what they are until you discover them. Interesting, I don't have anything discovered in here. I thought I'd have some things discovered in here because I literally have one equipped. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of hats as well, and masks, and a whole bunch of weapons. I think there's over 1,500 items in the game now. So when we hit 2,000, I'm sure we'll hit it eventually with fishing. When we hit 2,000, then we'll be able to say we have thousands of items in the game. That'll be nice. Right now we can only say hundreds. Love those particle effects. Yeah. They're neat. I didn't make them. Lewis, a previous programmer on the project, made them. Anyway, but yeah, the game is pretty big. They are working on armor because players are just saying, like, right now the whole focus is like, if you want better stats, like here's our stats here. If you want better stats, all you can really do right now is drink. So like this gives me +1 recovery, +1 haste. So now I have haste. I can run a little bit faster. And then I can eat food. I don't think I have any food on me. Let's spawn some food in. Let's spawn eats. When I eat some food, I get +2 recovery, +1 haste, and carry capacity. So I can carry more things now. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize we were doing this. So our carry capacity here says +2, which actually gives us +20. Or no, +10 probably. I don't know. I might have to like redo how it works. Because the stats on your weapons say differently. Anyway, and then you have stats on your gear now, which we just added, and it hasn't even. This is the next update coming out soon. So now you can have stats on your gear or on your weapons, and so now we're thinking we should add like an armor thing on your weapon, on your clothing. But the problem is, like, we don't want like all clothing just to have an armor stat on it, because then you're gonna choose your clothing based on what the stat is and not what it looks like. So what I'm thinking is we have this system here where you can like right click and pick a weapon or whatever, and you can re-roll the stats on it like randomly. So you have haste, focus, and crit chance. We enhance it. Now we have carry capacity, haste, and resilience. So it's just like randomizes a stat. So I'm thinking is we'll just make like armor that instead of randomizing, it just gives you the stat that you want. So you'll have like, so the design so far is plate, leather, and cloth armor. So like we'll have like plate armor, I guess. How do we do this? Like leather padding and cloth like insignias or in cloth glyphs or something. I don't know. Patches. I don't know. We'll do something. And then you just make those and you attach them to your clothing. So you can basically just craft armor and you just like slap it onto the clothing you want. So another cool thing is we have loadouts and there's no like class restrictions really. You do have classes, but there's no real restrictions on them. So these are like the main classes, but you can level them up however you want just by using the weapons that are associated with them. So you can have loadouts, so you can just like swap to a different loadout. I don't have any setup right now. And then so you could have like one set of armor that's like heavy armor or whatever. And then maybe later on we have like some special like stats or something you could have. I don't know, maybe there's like a something for harvesting. I don't know, like a harvester's like armor piece or something you can put on. I don't know, something you can add on. And then you can swap to like your harvesting loadout, so you can like chop trees or whatever or mine. And then you have like +1 mining, +1 chopping or whatever, I don't know, on your clothing. So you can, but yeah, you can just like swap between loadouts real quick. So you can, and then you can pick whatever outfit you want that to look like too. So if you want to play as like a warrior that's wearing like a robe, you could do that. So yeah, that's what I like about that. Like the reroll mechanic. Yeah, I think I'm a little afraid that it's going to be a little expensive. I went through like 15 or 20 of those items, rerolling the stats, testing yesterday, and they're each worth 500 gold. And I was like, this might be a little expensive. Like that's going to be a pretty big gold sink if you're looking for specific stats. But it's also kind of like, that's kind of like end game stuff, is like to reroll your stats and like make sure you have the best stats. So maybe it's fine. And they do drop out of chests and stuff too, so you can get them for free. You don't have to just buy them. Anyway, it's magic, exactly, Sky. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking too. 500 gold isn't endgame, Kidrid. I know that. I'm not saying it's endgame. First of all, Red, you missed what I said. I just used like 20 of them to reroll to get the stats I wanted, and I didn't even get exactly what I wanted, but I got close enough that I was done rerolling. So I used 20 of them. So 20 times 500 is 10,000 gold. That's kind of end game to get your for one weapon that you've already grinded for. Like let's say you grinded to go get a shade weapon, right? Which is like the best weapons in the game right now. And you got all the stuff that you wanted on it. And then you upgraded it to masterwork, because you have to upgrade to masterwork then. And then you can roll the stats on it. And so that costs 10,000 gold. That's a little much. That might be a little too much. But maybe not, you know? Maybe that's fine for like getting the exact stats you want on a weapon. If you don't have anything else to spend money on, you can get 10k pretty quickly. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, is like, if it was something you had to do like in the beginning, like the first couple weapons you got, you're like, oh, I need to reroll the stats on these because they're useless right now. And you were spending, thousands of gold to do that, that might be a problem. But again, you can get them out of chests. You can grind for these. You don't have to buy them if you don't want to, but you can buy them. And that's kind of the point, is you're kind of supposed to buy them. But it might end up making them a little more rare from chests, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of working on designing the armor right now to decide what we want them to do. Cloth what? So that's GPT. Also, if you guys get another ad, let me know. If someone gets an ad other than like when you first joined the channel, obviously, which I guess you wouldn't know that I said that at that point, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm asking GPT. The problem with GPT is if you want a good answer, you have to give enough context. You can't just be like, what's a name for something you attach to cloth armor? Like, you're just going to give a bunch of junk. So you kind of have to like, I'm making a game. This is what you can do. What's a name for this thing that does this thing? And then you get much better stuff. Okay, but this one failed. Because it's like, it's just giving me armor ideas now. It's like, I don't need armor names. Okay, I'm trying to clarify. I'm probably wasting my time. Gonna drop a lurk. See you later, Pumpkin Days. Thanks again for the raid. Cloth armor could give no resilience, but aura and willpower. I don't know. It might be a little too much. I feel like a monk would want willpower and focus. Or aura and focus, I guess. Embroidery? Embroidery is not bad. But patch and embroidery. Patch isn't bad either. Like, you could just apply a patch, right? Okay, applique is also a really good term for it. But is there a better phrase for that? So applique is when you, like, hold on, I'll show you a picture. You might already know what it is. Like this. When you have like cloth and then you apply like layers of cloth on top of it or to like design. So instead of like stitching in, well, I guess you probably are stitching it, but like instead of like using different colored fabric, whatever, you're like that. No, that's exactly what you're doing. Sorry. Never mind. Yeah, it is called applique. But yeah, we could do like a cloth applique. That works. That makes sense. I kind of like that the best. It's like embroidery. The difference is that embroidery is like, what is the difference? Applique involves attaching a piece of fabric or other material onto a larger base fabric. So you're like literally sewing fabric on top of other fabric. Embroidery is like decorating fabric with a needle and thread of yarn, for yarn. So embroidery is like stitching it stitching like a design onto something. That's just making a design. So embroidery works too. An applique is when you're literally taking like two pieces of fabric and then stitching them onto each other in shapes that you want. Applique sounds a lot easier to do, but applique seems like that's what we want. Like we're like layering on more like dense fabric to increase the armor and also magic, right? Yeah, embroidery is just thread. Yes, applique is like cloth you're stitching on top of it. So even though applique is a better term for it, maybe we just go with embroidery because everyone knows what that is. And players might be like, what is applique? Because we're trying to stick with like more of a generic, like casual game. But I kind of like applique. I don't know. That's... Why not patch? It's basically the same thing, right? You're right. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're doing patch. So we're doing armor plating. So we'll do, yeah, armor plating, leather padding, and cloth patches. Patch. Patching? Patches? Patch. Yeah, perfect. I like that. Okay, that's what we're doing. That was like the first idea I had to was patch. It took us this long. Thanks, Anidian. Thanks for bringing me back around to it. Is armor raw material? Makes perfect sense in game. No, you can craft it from raw material. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. We could just hit 0 here, and then I don't know though. Like this would need like more bonus, right? This one gives you 3. This one gives you 1. This one gives you 2. Like, why would you ever use cloth? Unless this gave you like 3. This gave you 2. I don't know. That doesn't feel very balanced to me either. And also keep in mind, like, this is just the iron level and whatever cloth is, whatever the first cloth is. I'm really bad at like the tailoring tiers. I have no idea what tier is what. Maybe we do 1 here and 1 here. 1. I don't know. Maybe we just do 1 on all of them. This just doesn't feel very balanced to me. It feels like armor plating should have more, but I guess, again, maybe that's just where... Maybe that's where, like, the vitality comes in. I don't know. Or yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we don't put any resilience on cloth and we just put willpower and aura. I kind of like that. Okay, and then we would do like cobalt next, I guess. Which would be like +2, I guess, which again doesn't feel like it feels like we need a bigger jump than that. We just do +2 of everything. Isn't copper the middle tier below iron? It is, but that's what I'm saying is if we do every single tier, we have copper, iron, deep iron, cobalt, fey iron, ancient honey. That's 6 tiers, which means by the time you get to Windless Woods, you have +6 resilience, +6 whatever the other one is stat, which is going to be a little overpowered, I think. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm thinking we just do the higher tier for each zone,
So that way, by the time you get to that zone, you have +3. Which isn't crazy. Because right now, the best weapon you can roll, like you're going to get a stat on each weapon, right? And you can get up to +3 right now. It was 4, but I changed it back down to 3. So if you're like, let's just augment some of these stones again, or these swords, I guess. So these are low level though, I just realized. These are level 10. Oh. What? I found the bug. OP sword. Does your game think they're two-handed? No, because even two-handed, that's way too much crit chance. 23 crit chance? That should be 3 at the most. No, even that, like, it's level 10, it should be 1 or 2. That's a serious stat bloat. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know why that happened. Okay, well, I just reproduced it twice. And these dropped too. These are like legitimate. Okay, let's do it again. Let's try. We need more standard stones. Let's just do like the exact same thing we just did. Plus 12 focus. Plus 12 focus. Damn. Just these 2 iron swords would be insane. I don't get it. Did they? So, all right. So these change now. 20 aura. I don't have a wand equipped, unfortunately, so I can't see how much aura I have, but 50 aura is pretty insane. That was plus 100, and then I had another 20 aura, which would have been another 100, so I had 250 magic. 250 magic is a lot of spells. When you remove armor, the crit chance is not reduced back. No, it is. Crit chance goes, everything goes back down. That's working. That's working properly. It's when you... That's weird. All right, let's try to re-roll it. Let's try to re-roll one that's like insane. So 12 focus to 20 aura. Now it's right. So, okay, so it's just when I'm upgrading it. All right, let's go find the bug. Let's go fix this bug. It's during the upgrade, so it's going to be in the enhance item. Maybe it's like, man, I don't know what it's doing. It's weird. Enhance success. It's right here. Local item, get item level, roll weapon stats based on level, stat, remove section by title, and then we get this and we're adding it in. I'm a little worried that this isn't working. Oh no, this is working because it's when we're rolling it's working. Oh no, this is working. Sorry, this is where it's broken. It's the augment one. When we successfully augment something is when it breaks. This is enhanced success. Oh, that's right. This is there's like 4 different terms for augmenting because it was like we kept changing it and then it just kept getting like named different things as it was being programmed. So it's called enhanced success, but it's augment. Anyway, get equipment stats if found. We're just getting stat number 0. Are we on like a loop or something? No, okay. We find, so we're getting stat number 0. If we find it, then we just grab the custom ID from it and we set it. And then we move on and we set that custom ID to the new item. And that should just work. But if we don't find it, then we assume there's no custom ID, I guess, and that's not good. We actually need to have a custom ID to start with, just in case we have like an enchantment or something later on these. And it's, oh, and we're not even checking to see if it's two-handed. Get called item tags. Has tag. Two-handed. Okay, so we're rolling now. Now at least we're comparing two-handed too. We weren't even doing that before. But what else is going on here? Like, why is this happening? All right, we're gonna put a breakpoint there and see what it rolls. When you refill, the old stats are not removed. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm pretty sure they are. Because I'm only rolling it if there aren't old stats already. But that might be the problem, is like maybe, oh. Hold on, that actually might be what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I think it's because I think we need to look for stat 1 instead of 0. I don't think we did 0, 1, 2. I think we were dumb and we did 1, 2, 3 when we set those up. It doesn't matter either way because it always rolls 3 stats no matter what. So yeah, it really should not matter. All right, so we're gonna upgrade. Actually, it doesn't matter because we already did that. So we need to update or upgrade the flimsy one. And we can't see. One of these got upgraded. Plus 12 focus. Okay. Plus 12 focus, plus 18 willpower. Neither of these worked. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, is it's rolling the stats again, but I don't know, like, but why would it have so much? Okay, so for a second I was thinking, okay, maybe it's because the first time it rolled a 1 and the second time it rolled a 2, so we got 12. Like, it just like added it in there. But the 18 doesn't make sense because there's never a time when they should have rolled an 8. And it didn't even trigger. This didn't even trigger. All right. Well, we're gonna call it from back here now. Let's stop there. I'm pretty sure this was open. I hope it's open. Or I hope it's closed, I mean. Damn it. Do I like Hero Wars? What is Hero Wars? I can't think what a Hero Wars is, so I guess not. I'm gonna dump all these ones out because I want to start fresh and not get confused. Okay.
Actually, let's just do 1. Okay. Step over. Did we find this? We did. What? How? Oh. No. I didn't find anything. I did. Okay, stat 2, vitality 5. Stat 1, haste 24. Stat 0, crit 8. Are these dropping with stats on them? Maybe they're dropping with stats on them. I think maybe they're actually being rolled with stats on them. We're rolling for quality, and we should only be rolling for quality if they have stats already. Or if they, sorry. We roll for quality, and then if they should only roll weapon stats if they are 2 or better quality. So fine. Maybe we should just roll stats on them when they first roll, but either way, it doesn't matter. And we're checking if they're two-handed. This is for each loot, or a loot drop, but not like, yeah, like that. I don't know, that shouldn't matter. This is none. Okay, good. It would have been kind of funny if this was like, I had this set up to like some random thing like this. I'm gonna leave that there because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's fine. I don't get it. Yeah, let's drop some more. This time we're gonna break when it actually gets dropped. Probably get dual plus 20 crit chance dagger, asking for a friend. You're not rolling based on player level, right? Clamped to weapon level. I'm pretty sure it's weapon level, but we're gonna find out. And it wouldn't matter either way, because I'm not like, it should still be clamped. Okay, so we're rolling weapon stats here. Initial custom ID is nothing. Item level is 369. How did we get item level 369 out of this? Okay, I think I found the problem. Item to index. Oh my god, that's not the item level. That's the item ID. What kind of dummy plug that in there? $369 level cap. $1 pass confirmed. Get item level. There it is. Whoops. Who did that? Probably one of the other programmers on the team did that. You know, sometimes it's nice being the only programmer on the team until things like that happens, and then there's just like literally no excuse. Like I did that. I can't blame anybody else. I can't even try to blame anyone else. Okay, we fixed it. Okay. Phew, that's okay. Nope, that was a major problem. We're good now. Who did this? Tetra, happy to see how far this has come. Thanks. This isn't the Tetra, is it? Are you the Tetra? The Tetra from Shelter? Are you the Shelter dev? And oh man, those are old projects I cannot think of. The Tetra, what's up, man? How are you? We haven't talked in a while. Love you, buddy. How you been? I had nothing to enhance. Okay, should we test it one more time just to make sure? This is where I'm always like, okay, cool, I fixed the bug, and then I just move on, and then Matt later on tests it, and he goes, Kendra, this isn't fixed. Okay, rolling weapon stats. Oh wait, I didn't look. Level 10, perfect. Okay, this is working. Okay, what were we doing when we were upgrading these for some reason? Back. Good chance. Haste. Did I upgrade 2 of them? I think I dropped one. It's fine. That's what happened. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so let's just say like level 10. We're gonna base everything on level 10. That's what we were doing, is comparing these. We'll enhance one more time. Let's just say we're a dual wielding warrior. So we have +2 crit chance, +1 vitality, or it doesn't matter. +2, +1 focus, +2 resilience. So our stats are 12, right? With some crit chance, which is fine. It's pretty good for level 10. That's what it should be, level 10. And then you got your food on top of that, which is like, you know, a couple more, maybe. You got like 2 more, maybe, if you're using your food. And then maybe a +1 somewhere in vitality, or in your trinket, I mean. So now you have armor on, and the armor is going to give you at level 10 +1 +1, so another +2. That feels right. But now let's go make a level 30 weapon. This will give you +3 +3 +3, or +3 +3. So let's go. I think that's gonna be, so like that gives you yeah, that works. No, because that gives you, well, I don't know, because you can get +9 from your weapons. I don't know. You can get +9. I've been lurking in the background watching your success. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I call it success at this point. There was success. I heard this, so I've been watching bits and pieces of the Dr. K Pirate Software interview stream. If you guys haven't seen that yet, it's like 3 hours. So I started watching yesterday when I was doing dishes, and I kind of only got like 30 minutes, I think, in. And I was very distracted doing dishes from watching it. That's why it took me 30 minutes. And there's he talked about how the first time he like saw any success in games was when Jacksepticeye played Heartbound, and he said that it was like lightning in a bottle, but the problem was that he didn't like have the bottle ready, or I think is how he phrased it. He wasn't prepared for the success. He wasn't prepared for that many people, and so he had no reason for people to like stick around, and like to keep playing his game and like stay in his channel and all that stuff, you know. And while I'm not really focused too much on like keeping people on like YouTube and stuff, which is another reason why I think my subscriber count is like dropped, because I have no reason for people to like stick around other than unless they want to know about Swords Magic. Anyway, so like the first time we got a little success when like the game launched and everything, I didn't have like, the game wasn't like far enough along. We didn't have like any reason for people to like stick around, so I couldn't like capture that lightning either. But he was saying that the second time it happened, he made sure that if that ever happened again, he had like reasons for people to stay and like had a community built up and everything. So I think that's going to be like one of my things this year. So I think the reason I say I don't think I'm like all that successful is just because like while we saw some success when the game launched, we weren't able to like capitalize on enough to like capitalize on that success enough and like get enough updates out and get like just get the game like to where it's supposed to be, or like move on to new things when we had that success, to like keep it going, I guess. Hard to explain.
Anyway, I think this system would be pretty cool if the new crafting system lets you spec into specific recipes to make masterwork weapons. Yeah, which it will, right? So you can make weapons that have stats unlocked. Yeah, I think for sure you can. I'd call it success. You went from knowing nothing about code to this. The joys of figuring out why stuff isn't working the way it should. Yeah, it really depends on how you want to define success. I guess sometimes a lot of the time I look at success like financially because it's a business I'm running, right? And so it's hard not to look at it financially. But if I look at it like when I was 18 years old, I was dreaming of making video games and I wanted to I would have done anything to be living off of making games and having a game out on Steam and having people buy it and making my living on that. I would have done anything for that. And I'm there, right? I've done that. So I'm very much successful in that sense, in the sense that that's always been my dream and I'm living my dream now. So yeah, I guess it's hard to say really on any asset, on any level that I am not successful, I guess, because I have a family. I live in the place I've wanted to live my whole life. I get to do what I love to do for a living, and I, make pretty good money from it, I guess, all things considered. So yeah, I guess you're right. I'm pretty successful. If I'm being optimistic about it, I am. Yes. Anyway. Save. Checkout selected. I don't know what I just checked out. Okay, so we fixed that bug. That was the last bug with the item stats that had me a little worried. Okay, so how do we maybe our item stats are a little too powerful then. If we're getting we're going from 3 at level 10 or so and up to 9 at level 30. Maybe our armor stats should follow suit. We go from 2 up to 6. Or maybe we should go to 8. I don't know. Maybe we should just give 3 stats. Maybe we do +2. +2 here. +2 here. +2 here. And we do 3 resilience. I don't know. I don't really want to give. That seems like a lot. I think we just do 1, 2, and 3. We just keep it simple. Maybe we could maybe we give the resilience a different tree so that can go up to 4 or 5 or whatever at level 30 ish. And then the other 2 will just follow the 1, 2, 3 rule. We'll give them different curves. Is that what I said? I think I said tree for some reason. Let's give them different curves. Get the experience from this for the future. That's true. Plus, also keep in mind a lot of players won't grind super hard for crafting, augments, etc. Yeah, that's true. And which is why the prismatic stone they need to drop as a fun little reward every once in a while. Because I don't think players are going to go spend. They're not going to drop 10,000 gold to reroll their stats to exactly what they want until endgame. Until they have everything else they want in the game, and then they're okay, now let's max out our stats. Then they will. But I think that's fine. It's a nice gold sink. Average player stats won't be maxed out per tier. So I think armor will though. I think everyone's going to upgrade their armor immediately. Poor people. LOL, poor people. I read that at first aw, poor people, and then I realized that you were just making fun of poor people in Swords and Magic. And then it was way funnier. Anyway, armor is going to be easy to upgrade if you have, yeah, I think blacksmith should sell the armor. I don't know, maybe we have more variety than this then. Okay, here we go. This is what we do. What if we have an armor for every tier, and then the only thing we upgrade in each zone is resilience. Everything else just stays +1. And then the next tier you get +2, and the next tier or next zone you get +3, and then the resilience can keep going up. Maybe not. Once you hit 50 resilience, you're taking 50% damage. But maybe that's fine, because then enemies just keep hitting harder and harder. Because right now we can't make the enemies hit much harder than they already do. If we go any harder, then you get one shot, unless you have buffs. You definitely get one shot in heroic mode, or forgotten mode. I don't know. What? One more time? Oh, okay. So Matt, what we do is every zone, or like, okay, so let's say we have copper and iron, right? And then we have deep iron and cobalt, and then we have fey iron and ancient honey, right? It's such a weird jump going to ancient honey, but it's like, it's cool. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, so we'll keep on copper and iron, you both get +1 vitality, +1 focus, +1 will. Or maybe you don't. Maybe copper just gives you +1 resilience. Then what's the point? Leather padding and armor plating do the exact same thing. Anyway, my point was maybe we just upgrade the resilience and the other ones kind of stay. So at iron, you'll get the +1 willpower, focus, vitality. At cobalt, you'll get the +2 vitality, +2 focus, plus willpower. I did them backward, but you know what I mean. You'll get the bonus stats will go up every other tier, but resilience will go up every tier. So by cobalt, you would actually, so copper, you'd have +1 resilience. So iron would actually be +2 resilience on all these. And then by cobalt, you'd have +4 resilience. And then by the end of the game right now, you'd have +8 resilience. No, that's wrong. +6 resilience. So you get a +6 resilience for the best armor. Let's just put them on a curve. It doesn't matter. Let's just make a curve for it. Why not? Let's do it on combat stuff. Blueprints. No. Miscellaneous. Curve. Let's do a float curve. We could do vector. Float curve. Armor. Scaling. Sure. Pretty sure you can only have one float on each curve. Can you? Yeah, right? Yes, for sure, only one. How do you add keys quicker? Enter. Okay, so this is going to be 0, 0. And then this one's going to be, oh, that one is 0, 0. This one's going to be level 30. And then we're probably going to want to scale this up higher, actually. Let's do level. What do we, let's just assume a max level cap right now, and we can adjust this later. Let's just say it's 60. And then at level 30, we want players to have what? Like +4 resilience maybe on armor? What do you think, Matt? What makes sense to you? 4 is only 4% reduction, right? Is that right? Or is it more than that? Like, they're gonna need more resilience than that. How much resilience do you actually get? Oh man, where is this at? Because I can check here. So 1 resilience gives you 1%.
That's it. 1 resilience only gives you 1% damage reduction. So everyone with like 8 resilience right now in the game is like, really? That's like completely useless? You know what we really need? We need some more tools. Maybe this is a waste of time right now. Actually, this is stat entry. We should do, no, it's fine. This isn't working how I wanted to, but it doesn't matter. Actually, hold on. This is not, I don't want this anyway. Is it UI button? Hold on. Let's go look at our class entry. You can hear Quinn in the background. He's just over here squawking. Yeah. Iron Skin gives plus 12 resilience, and it feels kind of impactful versus Gromok. Does it really give plus 12? Yeah, I mean, yeah, because that's 12%. Is that really 12%? I feel like that's more than that. We're stealing these. Oh, whoops. Put that back. That's fine. It doesn't have to look pretty. Both of these need to be collapsed by default. Gonna go in here, pre-construct, no, class entry. Skill add, find references. No. No, that's not right. Really? Dev tools, okay. Copy that. We do skill add, skill minus. I can't grab them both at the same time. Okay. And then we just need to actually set them up to do something. Oh, this is gonna be... Damn it, this is actually gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. This is probably a waste of time right now. Because I need these to do something when you click on them. The problem is... I guess it'll be fine. I guess we're gonna make it work. We're gonna do get player character. We're gonna do client. No, it's actually it's just grant. No, get what is it called? VPFL ability. Apply effect to self. I swear there's like a client thing we can call on this, and I don't think this is gonna work. Constant focus. Constant resilience. Constant willpower. Trinket vitality. Constant haste. There's no magic regeneration. We can't change those. Crit chance. Trinket crit chance. We don't have a passive mining yet, or like a constant mining effect yet. Backpack carry, I think. Oh, and then aura. Constant aura. Okay. And then level's gonna be 1. Source and target, both the same. Shoot. We don't want to buff. Okay. And then when we click, oh, that was minus. We need to do that. Hold on. This needs to be on plus. Back designer. Skill add. I hope this works. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to add. We should just open it before we set all this up. Deliver grant, apply target, APFL. Yes. Okay, good. All right, and then back to class entry. Nope, skill stat entry. And then when we remove it, we do the same thing basically. We do client remove effect, and we do the same guy here. Stats remove is 1 each time we click it. Okay, let's see if that works. Hey, antimatter. I think. What's up? Welcome in and thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Oh no, I don't want to fight you. Okay, show stats. Oh god, that's so ugly. we can fix that. It's not a big deal. Focus. No, we want to check resilience. It's working. It's going down. Working. Yes. Okay, let's say we had. Well, let's just do 50 resilience. Matt's so excited right now. I can tell Matt's so excited right now. Oh. Thanks, Cetra. Dude, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That was nice to you. Oh, wait. These guys are not going to be a good example. Don't fight me. Can you fight me? Hold on. I got to hit him with a weaker sword. 1 damage. Okay, I don't think this is 50%. Pretty sure it's not 50%. Because I'm only taking 1 damage. I don't know how much he's... Actually, maybe that is right. Let's put... Where's our spawner? Let's do a ranger instead. Okay, we're gonna add a Windless Woods Ranger on here. I'm actually so excited right now testing. I thought resilience was -1 damage, not percentage. I don't think it's minus. I don't think it's. What are you doing, guy? We just spawned a naked guy. We have a. Let's just do this guy. Hi, excuse me. Oh wait, is my stat? Did my stats stay? No. Okay, so I have. Let's just go down to 10. Down to 10. Okay, with 10 resilience. Hi. How much damage do you do? 13. Okay, 13. Now let's get 10 resilience. Resilience cut that damage in about half. What are you doing? Oh, he's trying to walk away, but he's in the middle of his attack. That's fun. 8. Yeah, so about half. 10 resilience gives you about 50% damage reduction. We're gonna have to drop that down, Nat. Like, what do we do here? If we want to give, we're gonna have to, like, that means we want, like, endgame to be like 30 resilience. Right? Maybe more. I guess we could do more, but like, that's 4. Health is afloat. Actually, I think it's a bite. I think player health might actually be a bite. I could be wrong. Meaning it's an integer, basically. For all intents and purposes. I don't remember. So if we go to 40, I think we lose. I think we like take basically no damage. All right, well, we're still taking damage. He was doing, what was it, 15? 16 damage? We need a reset button, I guess. Okay, back to 10. 14. 14, 13. Okay, so that's not terrible, I guess. We could go to, like, to 40 is like endgame. I think I recall resilience had some curve dependence, so more resilience gives less damage reduction. I think you're right. Let's see if there is a resilience curve somewhere. Curve resilience. Oh, here we go. This would have been nice. Okay. That's negative. So there is like a negative curve to it. So 0, so level, well, what are we looking at here? Oh, we get 0.01 per resilience. So if we're getting, so time 0.1. This doesn't tell me anything. Oh no, I guess that makes sense. So this is probably 20 then. So 20 resilience is about 56% damage reduction. And then all up to 50 is 0.89. And then we cap out at 95% at 80. So 80 resilience gives you 95% damage reduction. That's like hard cap. That's like the most you can ever get. So what do we want endgame to feel like then? 40? %83 damage reduction at like endgame like level 60, like fighting like final boss stuff, your best armor. That makes sense. I think that feels okay. I still think that cloth and leather should get a debuff from that though. Like cloth should get like 40% of that, and maybe like 60% of that, and then leather should get like 80% of that. At least some bosses would have more than 255 HP. Oh yeah, not enemies. So enemies, that's a good point. Maybe they're all integers because of that. I'm pretty certain at one point the player's health was a bite because Moz was trying to save space for networking purposes. So I think all of the damage, or maybe it was damage done. I think it might have got converted though, because I've seen people do like 400 damage in a hit. It must have all been converted. I guess we can look at player stats. Actually, what is it? Player struct something? Player data struct, I think. Player data. Health is a float. Okay, so yeah, so we want to be about 40, I think. So if we do the armor scaling, we'll put 0, 0. Oh god, where's the second one at? We only put one in? Okay. And then this will be level 60, and we'll do 40. No. Yeah. Right? No, that's not right. I got some subs. Yo, Hiker, thank you so much for the subs, man. Welcome in. I heard you're trying to find some Webwalker stuff and you're only finding hoods. I specifically went and checked for you, and I'll show you. Let's see, master loot. I'm gonna spoil things on stream for you. Let's see. We're looking for crates. Spider cave crates. Here near the end. Recipe dagger spider fang 0.005% drop rate. And then they're all the exact same. So what happens is when loot drops, that's all the same. So we have the spider fang dagger, clothing, hat, and then the helmet. So the hood and the helmet. Sorry, allergies. Anyway, if all of them drop the same, I think I have the loot component open here. We look for duplicate drops in here, and what it does is it grabs, let's see, loops through all of them and tries, finds all the duplicate drops, adds all the duplicates to a thing. So let's say you roll like a point, it was a 0.005, so let's say you roll a 0.004. Well, you now are going to get that item, but it's going to check to see if there's any duplicates of the same. So it checks through to see if there's any of them with the same drop chance. So it finds them, it finds all 5 of those items. The 5? 4? 2 helmets, clothing, dagger. So 4 of them. Finds all 4 of them, adds them to a group, and then randomly grabs one of them. So what's happening is this random right here absolutely hates you. I don't even know what to tell you. The RNG gods do not like you. Yeah, you're Hearst. Because that's all it is. Like it's rolling it, you're finding it, and then it's like giving you the wrong one. And like we could change the drop rate on them to like stagger them so that's like different, but it's not going to do any good because it's just RNG. It's just really, really bad RNG. I wish there was like a way we could just like trade them in, but yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, armor scaling. This was not 40. Oh, or that's the level. My bad. This is supposed to be level 60, right? Oh yeah. But this was supposed to be. What am I trying to scale here? The numbers you're gonna get. And on the resilience curve, which I already closed, great. It was 40, right? .4. So 0.4 is the actual resilience score you're getting. Every time you get a resilience, you get 0.01. So that's 40. So getting 40 resilience, okay, but we don't want armor to give you 40 resilience. We want that to be like the cap resilience you can get in the whole game. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe we do want armor to get you that, because that's like, I'm wearing my armor, great. And then anything else you like, food you eat on top of that or whatever should be on top of that. And then that would get you, that's 0.4. Yeah, I mean, you don't have you don't have a lot of room to get to 0.8 at that point, and it really tails off. I don't know. Do we want it to tail off that much? That might feel pretty bad, because then you're like kind of, and also like it's hard for players to read that, you know? Like players don't know that that's what that's giving you. Thank you for the hard work and great game. You're welcome, Hiker. I can't believe Hiker is still gifted subs after never getting his Webwalker recipes. What a champ. 10 hoods. Oh my god. I want to say it's a bug. It sounds like a bug, right? Like that sounds like a bug. That's weird. I don't know. Oh, gonna head back to work. I'll keep your stream open on YouTube and Twitch. And you a ping on the Discord. We should catch up sometime. Oh, cool. Sounds good, man. Enjoy work. Anyway, so yeah, I guess 40 would be, that's pretty buff armor though to go to level. That means we'd go to about 20-ish, around 30, around level 30. So maybe we go down a little bit. Maybe we do like 30 armor at like cap. So that puts us about 15 plus 15 resilience at cap level now. So if you're getting plus 12 from the Iron Skin potion, but it does slow you down, and you're getting plus 15 from just basic armor in Windless Wood, or not basic, the best armor in Windless Woods. That might feel a little too powerful. Maybe. You have a change log for big balance changes like this in your game? I have a change log for everything in the game, but yeah, I mean, not really. I guess not really, no. Let's just say 30. We're about to do it, like, so we're gonna struggle with enemy like damage rebalancing, because that's gonna be a problem. But as far as damage goes, we're gonna rewrite the entire, not the damage formula, we're gonna rewrite the damage scaling for weapon damages. Right now, what we do is, and this is terrible and I hate this, is I open up this weapon database here, spoilers, and then we go through and I'm like, okay, I want to make a new weapon, so I insert a row below this, and oh, that doesn't work, hang on, this is a bad way to do this. I guess I can do that, sure. You can't duplicate a row, can you? So copy and paste the row. Okay, and I'm like, okay, this is Sky's I cannot think of a sword. It doesn't matter. This is Sky's sword. It's gonna be Azura. It's a sword. And then I go in and like, oh, I want it to do, let's say 15 damage, right? All of our DPS, or all of our crit chance, has now gone down to 0.05 or 5%. But the problem is that that's not, like, we haven't rebalanced. So since we dropped all the crit chance down to 5%, daggers, everything goes down to 5% because now it's a stat you can get. But we never changed anywhere in here. We never once changed all of the rebalance for these. So like the crit chance for daggers all the way down the board is 0.35. So like this, we don't even have a stone. Do we have a stone dagger in the game still? Can you still get that? It says unlocked Azura chest, so I guess you can. Anyway, but yeah, like the copper dagger still balanced to 0.35. So the damage is a lot lower here because, yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's go back to your sword. So we do that, and then your DPS is 15. Enchantment, no enchantment, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, rarity, doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters. And then Sky's sword is level 8. So because I gave you 15 damage, this is level 8 now. So I have to balance that
to get this back down to level 4 if I want this to be a level 4 weapon. So I have to go, okay, well, let's make this do 7 damage. Okay, perfect. That's level 4, right? And this feels fine. What I'd rather do is open up Swords and Magic, open up the project, drop a sword in or whatever, and say, hey, I want this to be a level 4 sword. And then I can add maybe like a variation to it. Like I want this level 4 sword, but I want it to be 20% stronger because it's harder to get, whatever, right? Like I should be able to have like a number I can change. Like 1 is like 100%. This is just a standard basic whatever weapon. A 0.8 would be like, this is really easy to find, so it's going to do less damage, whatever. So it can be like a level 3.8 sort of, you know what I mean? But still be level 4. So it's like a weaker weapon, whatever. So I can just like scale it a little bit like that, have a little bit more power. So it's like I can make different levels at the same number, different weapons at the same level be a little bit stronger or weaker, whatever. But then it'll automatically calculate the damage for me, especially since attack speed is all set in stone now too. So I shouldn't have to balance this, and that's what I'm trying to get at. So that's how we're going to rebalance all the weapons, is basically go in and say, if it's level whatever, we're going to use a curve for damage, whatever, and then we'll plug in like a scalar, and then we'll plug in whatever else we want to plug in to like modify that. So we're probably just going to use a curve for damage as well. Ooh, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 28 months. Peace. Unless my math is wrong, chance of getting 10 hoods back to back is 0.0001%. I feel like it's less than that, to be honest with you, but you might be right. I don't know about math. You think something wonky is happening? It's possible. I just don't know how. Like, I mean, there could be something broken with the loot system, but I don't know. Like, you did get something else, right? Like, you did get other things, and other people have found other things in there, so I don't know how that's possible. There's no seeds with the randomization. I mean, just like whatever's built into the random, like get random item from array in Unreal Engine. But I'm not doing any seeds. I mean, the only way that's happening is if Unreal Engine itself has broken, like behind the curtain, like Unreal Engine, like something is wrong with his project. But like, I don't see that happening, and I don't think I was all in one session either. So if there was something weird that happened, it would have been like reset. And even so, like, that would be so unlikely, right? Like, that's so very unlikely. Because let's go look at the loot component again. Even if that was broken, even if this random, this get random was actually broken and giving you the exact same one every single time, that means, like, what are the chances of that one thing being broken? That's it. Because the random before this, oh, where is this at? I don't remember which one is it. This one? I need a loot table. It's this one. So there's a random number rolled here, luck roll, that goes through every single item, or picks the item that needs to drop anyway. And then, so like, what are the chances that this roll, well, in here, this random float, or this random float technically, what are the chances that this random float isn't broken, this random node works, but the other one, this one doesn't? You know, like, there's just no way. I know there's no true random. It's probably not even, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Unreal Engine doesn't have quantum technology to make a true random. I get that. All I'm saying is, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe this random node, or maybe all the random nodes, are being pulled from something. But like, if that was the case, I guarantee whatever they're using for random is being used probably the same place everywhere. So wouldn't it be? I guess this, but like, the seed would be the same everywhere. Is what I'm trying to say. And he's still got one other thing to drop. I think it's just incredibly like low odds, and it just happened. So the other day when I was testing the stats on the weapons, I kept getting weapons that only had 2 stats on them. Right? So it'd have like +2 resilience, +1 crit, and that was it. And then the other one would be blank. I was like, why is this happening? And I couldn't figure it out. And I checked it. I re-rolled the stats like 15 times, and 10 times in a row, not kidding, maybe it was 11 times. I think it was 11 times in a row. I got 2 stats, and then finally, like the 12th time I did it, I got a 3rd stat. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense at all. And then it clicked that it was rolling the same stat twice. So I was getting duplicates of the stat. So I was getting like, it was like rolling for resilience, and then like random, like picking another stat to roll, and it was getting resilience again. So it was just overriding the last resilience with the new one. So, but that happened 11 times in a row for me. And I was like, what are the chances that happened every single time that I rolled a duplicate out of all the stats you can have? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stats you can roll. And I rolled, I guess it's actually pretty high. I guess that's pretty high, but still, like, I'm just saying, like, RNG happens, and I don't know what else could be happening, but my code is working. If it wasn't working, then other things like that wouldn't be dropping. Like, for example, the exact same code works. The exact same code works for getting hero weapons, and I don't think anyone has any problems. My boss walked in on me creeping you, but now I'm about to head home. Fair enough. Are the item IDs correct that you pull from? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if these weren't correct, then it would be dropping a broken item. I copy these directly from the cobalt chest. So if they're dropping in the cobalt chest, they're going to be dropping in here the same. I do wonder if these drop rates are too low. Even with lucky, these are pretty low. So we can kick them up a little bit. Is there any way I can give you my world data or something? I can't, like, you can give me your save files, and I can open it and I can try, but like, other than just me like running through the cave a bunch of times, it's not going to do any different. It's not going to make any difference. I mean, like, you can give me your save file and I can give you the items, like, if you really want to. Or I can give, you can jump into multiplayer, and I'm sure Jana wouldn't mind taking 10 minutes to jump in and give you the items that you want. Because, like, that's crazy. I don't know how it's possible. But here, let's test this. Let's test this. So it gives you the random item if you get, let's see, I'm pretty sure I can put an actual loot table on this. Custom loot, let's call this custom table. Okay, and then let's go back to our loot table, master loot table, and let's just make a new test one. What did I just call it? Custom table? Let's just call this test. And go back here and make sure this is the same. Oh. Test. Okay. And then in this, we're gonna grab spider cave crates, copy. We're only gonna drop 1 random, 0 static. Okay. Copy. Sorry, this is like tedious. It's gonna take a minute, but. I just keep closing my things. I keep forgetting where I'm going for some reason too. Okay. Dagger, hat, helmet, clothing. Is that all of them?
Just those 4. Okay. So, oh, wait. That's going to give us an insanely low chance to drop this. Let's just set them all to 100%. They drop every time. And then let's just see what we get. Because it should find one of them and then say, oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them of this level. So let's just loop through all of them and get that. Oh, I need to reset the chest. Okay. Bye. No worries, Matt took care of me and I gave him 8 of my hood recipes. You would never. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Red scammed you. Okay, let's open it up. What do we get? Tunic. We need, oh, you know what? Here, we need a bunch of these. Oh, the problem, I can't do a bunch of these because they're unique chests. This is stupid. I should have just made these like, hold on. Let's just do, can I do the same thing with these? I don't know if I can give these special things. Maybe if I remove test. Nope. Breaking things. Let's hold on. I think I can fix it. No. What? No. Damn it. It keeps resetting it. I cannot customize it. I mean, I guess I can try this. We can try just putting custom loot in it, but I don't think that's gonna work either. I think if I add custom loot, maybe it will work. Where's our loot table? Okay, let's see if those work. It dropped a bunch of them. Okay. Spider Fang Dagger, helmet, tunic, hood. Dagger, hood, tunic, helmet. Are those actually just dropping each one of them? That's just dropping each one. I don't know why it's dropping each one each time. I think the max drops is set to 4, so it's probably just going through and dropping each one of them. Or it might just be that it's forced to drop all of them. Either way, the point is like it's dropping. Like that one drops to something different too. So I don't know, man. I don't have a great way to test these, unfortunately, because we don't have a chest that like I can just like test it with. We have all of our chests have like very specific uses, and none of them do that. I don't want to save that. I think we can leave as is, maybe change drop rate to 1% and revisit when Spider Cave gets new additions. Yeah, I'm fine with increasing the drop rate. The problem is like you can also get them out of the cobalt chest still, and they're really supposed to be rare. Like they're really supposed to be rare. It's really supposed to be like, whoa, what's this thing I just found, right? But I guess the fact that you already also have to have the rest, like the tailoring level for it, already makes it like really hard to like get. What's this one at? 0.018. Fine, we'll make these 0.01. We've doubled the chances of them now. Which actually reduces the chances of the next one a little bit, but that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? I guess let's keep making our icon. So I guess we are gonna make one or make 2 tiers per zone. They're all gonna be just recolors though. I'm not gonna like go crazy with these. I don't think. If that's okay with you guys, hopefully. I don't think I have the ancient honey weapons, so I can't make them look like ancient honey. These are deep iron. Nope. I wonder if we should make these look like metal a little more, like put the shine through them. Yeah, who cares? They're kind of annoying to modify. Can't wait to min-max all these new stat sources. I'm a little afraid of that. I'm a little afraid that we should wait to add the armor stuff. Imagine if we drop this, like, imagine if we just decided to wait another week to update, and then next week we drop all these changes with armor and the new weapon stats, and we drop the first tier of the what am I trying to say? The skill trees. Like, I don't remember which stats are, or which things are working on the skill trees though. This is Cobalt. And then this one, we have 2 more here, and then we're done for this area. Fey Iron. I don't have Fey Iron in here. Pretty sure I made the Fey Iron ingot myself. Do the purple here. Like with the ore. I don't know where the ingot went though. I wish like these were named or something so I could just find them easier. Wow, no astral plate. Oh yeah, well, yeah. See, I don't know. No, like that would be cool, but that's what I'm talking about. Is like I don't know if we should do a tier for every single one of these because I don't know if we have enough stats for that. You know, like it's easy to do damage like for weapons because we have a much bigger range to play with, right? It's okay if like the top level weapons are doing like 60, 80 damage, right? But these ones, if we do 80 resilience, then we have to drop the range on them a lot more. Which is kind of neat because it just means that, like the first few points of resilience like really helps and like feels really impactful, and then the more you get, like the less that like the more that goes down. So it is sort of like those first few points actually do feel good, and that's good. And this is just gonna look gold for the honey, but like, what do you want me to do here? I don't know. Actually, I kind of need to make this like. Sure. All right, we got some plate colors. So we need leather, and then yeah, man, I don't want to do this. First of all, we don't have that many colors of leather, so I don't know how we're even gonna do this one. You only have leather, and then thick leather, and then what's the next one? There's another one, right? Internet is so crap driving. I'll be back in a few. That's fine, man. Oh man, sorry, YouTube chat. I totally missed you guys. I missed Adolius and Camille, Zacho. Let's see. Wait, you can just give players random items? Not necessarily, but I would like to be able to do that. Does that mean you have people with admin powers? Yes. That's what that means. Is admin power something you give people access to through Steam, or do you have a system for it in game? Basically you have to be on a specific build of the game. So how we do it, Camille, is we have a dev build of the game, and then we have a shipping build of the game. The dev build, so for example, I just set this up like 30 seconds ago. It looks really bad, but it doesn't matter because only I see it. If I go to my stats panel here, I have these ugly buttons on here now. These red and green buttons, right? It's like these ones should be shifted over here, but I just couldn't be bothered to do that. So these buttons change my stats, right? They cheat. And so what happens is, if this is a dev build, because I'm testing, right? This is just the dev like testing environment. But when I package this up, if it's shipping, when the game launches, these start hidden, and then it'll turn them on if it's a shipping build, or if it's a dev build. If it's not a dev build, it would just keep them hidden, so you won't see these numbers or these buttons. You'll just see the stats. And so what we do is we also have a panel down here called our admin tools that also show up if you have a dev build. And then we also have it set up so you can only join servers of the same version number. Otherwise you don't see the servers and you can't join their games. You get an error. And so what happens is we always give our testers in the dev build a new version number, like the game right now is on 177, I think. No, 178, 179. I don't know. I think it's 179. 179. 1.7.9. And then actually I can check. Sorry. 1.7.9. But see, I'm on 1.793. That's because all of our whenever we do a dev build for our testers, they get like a sub version. They get like the .3 on the end. That way, it's never the same as the actual shipping version, so they can't join people's games with their dev characters. You also get whole new characters on the dev build, which are because you have a whole new save file in a different location as with the dev game, or with the dev build of the game, and so they have like test characters and everything on there, so it doesn't mess with their actual characters. And then so what I can do is Jana, for example, because I trust her. Not that I don't trust my testers, but I'd probably do this for Matt, but probably wouldn't do it for anyone other testers, just because there's no reason for them to do this really. But I can basically package up a dev build for Jana that's 179, right? And then that way she can play on the shipping build with all of her other characters, or with all the other players, and then she can jump into someone's game world and give them items, because then she can spawn them. So she can just go right into her admin panel here and search for like recipe. Hold on. Like here's the Tunic of the Webwalker stuff. This is what the guy's missing, so you can click on Tunic here and we can just spawn it. Now we just have that item. And then you just throw it to the person who needs it. So yeah, we can just cheat like that. And we can spawn in any item in the whole game like this. Which, you know, like 1,700 items I think right now. Anyway, yeah, so that's how we do that. Just thick leather, just leather and thick leather. So that's another thing, right? Like to make like plate armor or armor plating, you're gonna need like the high level like stuff, and then with like the the leather armor, you're only gonna need basic leather. Well, I guess you'll need the thread too. You'll need the special thread for tailoring, which is fine, I guess. I guess it's actually harder to get leather than it is like ores, no matter where you're at. Unless you're in Windless Woods, the Fey Iron is actually really hard to get. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of want to set up the armor. Maybe we just set up the armor smithing first as like a test, and then we can add the rest of the stuff on later, because I don't want to do any more icons right now. And I don't know how to make that's the thing, is I don't know how to make all the different armor pieces look different. Okay, hear me out. I don't know, I don't love this idea. But what if we just made one armor, like this one, right? One armor thing, one leather one cloth one, and then it just scaled based on the items level. So you just learn them like low level, like level 10, whatever, in like crafting, and then you can just put them on any weapon you want, or any item you want, any clothing you want. Oh wait, there's no clothing levels. Never mind, that doesn't work. Okay, hold on. What if when you craft these, they scale based on your blacksmithing or tailoring level? Because we can just add on the stats that they're supposed to get with a custom ID now. And it'll just show what stats they are when you craft them. Then we could even randomize it a little bit. So you're getting like a 20% range or whatever. So it'll give you reason to craft a bunch of them, because then you're gonna want like you'll craft like 5 of them or whatever, and then pick the best one and put that on your clothing. Matt, I feel like you're like definitely the one who's gonna leave the most or give the most feedback about this. I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm starving. My stomach's growling. I need lunch. So I'm gonna take off. We're gonna go raid somebody. Let's go raid. I don't know. Man, our viewers have been like low lately. I was like, let's go raid someone with lower viewers than me, and there's no one. We have lower viewers than everyone else. We're a baby stream again. Let's go raid Incarn. We haven't raided Incarn in a while. And he actually has lower viewers than us, which is harder to find. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it while I'm eating. And poor Hiker is gonna miss us. Let's go raid. All right. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for all the subs today. Lots of subs. Very awesome. Super kind. And I will be back on today's Thursday or today's Tuesday, so I'll be back on Thursday, and we will figure out what we're doing, and hopefully I'll have some cool stuff to show you then. Roll credits. All right. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your work week. Catch you later. Bye. Oh my god, thank you so much. More gifted subs. What the heck? Thank you. Now I'm going. Okay, bye.